she riding my little pony. Call me Richard, Al Capone, smooth and cold, last names and bones. She said I taste sweet like soba, taking my big ass babe for Sony. I'm designing my shit Adobe, sailed in 7 seas, got dick like Moby. Chris little free, tryna jump in my sheet, cause she know that I do the do. Quick little snip and quick little shake, yeah, I'm feeling like Fu Manchu. Yeah, I'm swinging big dick energy. Yeah, my shawty's got them triple D. I stay crossing off of my list. Got my money and my bitch. That's a check, 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 check. Bought my mama dad a crib. Could retire off of this wrist. That's a check, check, check. Fuck it, I'm like la 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 la, la 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 la, la la. Laughing to the bank, laughing to the bank. La 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 la, la 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 la, yeah bitch, la la. Laughing to the bank, laughing to the bank.
Hmm. All right. Which layover? Should we do this one? Or should we do this one? Wait, not the right one. This one? What the heck? Why is this up here? Yo, that's my document. How to hide it? Good thing this isn't. Wait, where is my window? Hold on. There we go. Hi guys. Welcome in. I see a bunch of people. Oh my god. My model keeps moving back and forth. Hold on. We are not karaokeing right now. Hi. Hi, Shoost. Get it together. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Hi, Ruka. Hi, Cedric Castaway. Hi, Hamburger. Hi, Gian. Hi, Troy. Hi, Mew. Hi, Amelia Cajo, who was first. Hello, Silent Viewer. Nice to see you. Ruka Erica. Nice to see you, too. Damn Zero, Draco, who by the way are playing Monhan in my server if you guys want to join them. They are so cute. Oh, there we go. Here we go. And wait, hold on. Let me see. Are we live on YouTube? I think we are as well. Thank you for the pets, Sisiani. Thank you. So, alright, sorry. I was listening to BB No Money because I didn't want to think for a bit. But now I guess we're gonna get into it a little more. Should I even play music today? I feel like there's so much in my brain right now that I can't even hear my own thoughts, you know? But hey, welcome in. It's my Existential Crisis stream. For those of you who saw my tweet about an hour ago, yeah, I am on a razor's edge of crashing out. Hime is so overwhelmed, so tired. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to do anymore. But we're here and we're doing this. Whatever this is. Okay, so honestly, I don't know why I went live today. I don't. I just thought maybe I could use chat as my sounding board because it just felt like the more time I spent on my own, the more time I would be taking, not, you know, using it wisely, like not properly putting my thoughts into words and not properly like just thinking but not getting it out there, you know. So I thought, you know, even if no one turns up today, I'm gonna go live, maybe pretend that people are listening. And perhaps I can get my thoughts in order if I was a bit more conscientious that I had to keep talking, you know? Hi, Man's Prince, welcome in. You were thinking too much, girly. The thing is, I don't even know, like, what am I thinking? There's just like a whole like muddied. I'm sure, I don't know how many of you guys are tuning in just as overwhelmed as I am today, but if you've ever been in a position where there's just so much going on all the time and you would just feel like, wow, there's just so much, Usually I'll journal or I'll blog or something, but I just couldn't bring myself to like start writing today. Like the moment when I started thinking about, okay, how am I gonna even begin expressing how I feel? I felt even more stressed because I couldn't find the words to do it. So no, it's okay. You really don't have to bring more people. Really, I'm just here to almost talk to myself a little bit. And if you guys want to tune in and lurk and, just listen in, that's totally fine too. I don't know if it's fear of the future, overwhelm, a general sense of maybe this. Have you tried alcohol? I have, but alcohol works best when I'm with people, like actually talking, I mean, I guess there's you guys, but I don't know if I should be drinking right now. I do have work tomorrow. I have to wake up at like 5:45 a.m. So, hold on, let me see, we're having a late lunch, so sorry, my mom is texting me right now. Hold on, yeah, late lunch, it works. Okay, let's see where to eat there, then. Man, Shinji, hey, Crisis, well, okay, to be clear, no, my mom was texting me because I can't make it for Mother's Day this week because it's gonna be Dojima and I'm gonna be occupied the entire day. So I told her I would bring her out tomorrow, and I told her, she asked me like, so what's the plan? What time do I meet you? And then I told her, okay, let's meet at this time. And I gave her like 3 different places that she could choose, and she decided, I think we don't eat at any of these. I want to go to this mall. So I'm like, okay, then we'll go to this mall and see where to eat from there. I did all that research for nothing. It's okay. Seems like recently a lot of my efforts have been for naught, but it's okay. So, if you're playing vibes are bad, what do you mean? Sorry, Patch says vibes are bad to do when you're stressed. I think alcohol will make it feel even more convoluted. Like, okay, it's worked for me before, like dulled my senses and stuff, but I don't think turning to alcohol as a vice is advisable. And I feel like I think it's good to just breathe, to just try and sort my thoughts out as we go. Hi, Small Chili. Oh my gosh, it's been a while. How are you? Mommy Toki, girl, why you no come home? Conversely, I have been going home a bit more recently, and my mom's always been really nice to talk to. I would call her to chat about my mini existential crisis, honestly, but I also feel like as my mom, she might not understand. She is from a very different generation. And the last times I've tried to talk to her about stuff that I've been wanting to do, my parents are very practical people. So if there's something that they think, this isn't gonna earn you money, this is just a hobby, not a full-time thing, Hey, does that sound familiar to any of you? Any content creator friends who are like, you can do it as a hobby, but don't do it as a full-time thing. But what if I want to, But Julie says, I hear someone once say, don't do vices when you are sad or stressed or have negative emotions. Do it on happy occasions. I don't really have any vices. Maybe drawing was my coping mechanism. Today I played Farmer's Valley after years, maybe not years, maybe about a year. I haven't touched that in a while, but I was like, oh my god, I'm so overwhelmed. All I want to do is match animals and plants and get a big combination. But I maxed out my matches for today, so no more Farmer's Valley for me. I also realized that just because it's mind numbing doesn't mean it's productive. So yeah, it made me feel better for a bit, like, oh, look at all these merches I got. And then afterwards I circled back to, oh damn, well, we're still where we began, so here we are. So a wise man once said, get rid of people who impede your potential for growth. I'm not about to ditch my mom. I think it's more about knowing what circles are good for what purpose. My mom is there for emotional support, for when I have difficulties in facing life, where life experience may come in handy. Maybe I would turn to her when I have a kid, because she was a pretty good mom to me. But emotionally, my mom and I are on different wavelengths sometimes. When I was younger and expressed my love for art and wanting to do it in my uni, my parents would always say, there's no point learning art in university. I'm honestly glad that my parents didn't think that way, but to be fair, I was a fine arts major, and I have a diploma and a degree in fine art, but I chose a pretty typical career path where this one is kind of like the secondary concern, So I honestly don't have a very creatively demanding job. But I do have a very energy demanding job. But I don't talk about my job much on stream anymore, unfortunately. So, hey, I hope you're doing holding up okay. I'm definitely holding up. Like, I don't feel like I'm about to do anything stupid, but I'm certainly lost. I think it's the best word to put it, is that I'm a bit lost and overwhelmed at the moment. Stare at my music arts degree and diploma. That is so real. It's a blah. Welcome in. What do you guys study in university? Honestly, I've been wondering whether I should go back to my fine arts roots and see if I can, maybe host an exhibition or do something about that. But it's also very tiring. I honestly much prefer drawing cute girls, but that is something I'm still honing. I studied illustration. Wow! I wish I studied illustration. I actually got into a number of courses. I got into fine arts, I got into animation, illustration, and game design and development when I was at the crossroads of seeking my tertiary education route. But I ended up going for fine art for whatever reason. It just felt like there were some other benefits to it that felt safer, and I have two younger brothers, so I didn't want to burden my family to have to pay for me to go for my education and that maybe not be able to afford it for my younger brothers. So I went for a pretty safe route, but it involves fine arts, which sounds ironic, but I promise you it's not. If you need the full context, I'm just not exposing it, because otherwise I'll expose myself. We all have an existential crisis sometimes crying it out helps. I know. I've just been busy, and I've been busy, but I've also been really stressed. So the combination of both of them have not been working well for me. I think your face is an existential crisis, huh? Hi, Trading Sword, welcome in. I didn't get that. You can explain it to me. Was that a joke? I don't get it. I'd say I don't have a crisis about my face. I do have a crisis about my career, though. Career and like where I'm going with this whole streaming thing. Because this is my 5th year streaming, and it almost feels like sometimes it's not really going anywhere. I know I'm not stagnant. I just went through my stream summaries. For those of you who didn't know, I actually take note of all of my streams, how well they do, what is the category we streamed in, all that, the average viewers, what time, when, and I have a list of my best performing streams of 2024 and 2025, but your girl is lost. I'm looking at those lists and wondering, there is no pattern. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing right, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So I've been trying to find a pattern with that. I think events are my most well done, most better performing streams, but that's not surprising, People will show up for stream anniversaries, birthdays, etc. Maybe you're overthinking things. It's possible. I looked at my cat today, and she was just napping on my husband's computer chair. And I thought, man, wouldn't it be nice to just be a cat and not have to worry. Like, I'm in a very privileged position where I don't have to worry about putting food on the table anymore because my pay is pretty stable, but just worrying creatively, where am I going, what am I achieving, what do I want in my life, what is my ikigai, etc. And it's just a lot. Best thing is to write it all out in one place. Dude, as you speak, I have this actually open on my computer right now, but I have not put anything up there. Hold on. I I have my blog. So for those of you who didn't know, I have a website, and I've been working on it recently. And let me just show you the stuff that I added to the site over today. I guess yesterday as well. So I updated the Hime's design competition because we have already concluded it and the winners have been announced. And I also updated the art gallery because we got some new fan art over the past couple months. I'm updating the gallery for 2025, all of the official standees and stuff. Oh, by the way, if you haven't seen it, this is our standee that's going to be available at Dojima. It's very, very pretty. Fingers crossed they appear. Or fingers crossed they come on time. And then I have all of the submissions for Himitoki's outfit design contest, which just ended. And the results were, I think I announced it last week. And then we have all of the winning ones. They were also amazing. I'm so glad that the artists were really responsive too. So all of the prize money has been delivered also. Yeah, but I was just updating it with all of the entries, all of the stuff that people had submitted, and then just updating a few other things. But yeah, that's been on my blog. But right now I have a mini existential crisis blog post in the making, but I don't have. All I have as a first statement is I'm on the razor's edge of crashing out today. And then I don't know what to write next. But yeah, here it is. Hello! Joshua, thank you for the first time chat. How are you? You're awesome. You are so sweet. You don't know me. I don't think I'm very awesome. Have you tried not having an existential crisis? I have. I think for the most part, for most of my life, I don't. But when I get into it and once I get caught in the feelings, it's very hard for me to keep going because I lose my motivation for why I'm going in the first place. Does that make sense, Training Sword? It's like, yeah, I've been going and going and going. I've been doing this and that and then planning for all sorts of stuff, planning for things in real life, planning for events, planning for streams, planning for, my job stuff. I've been doing all these things, but what am I doing them for? So all of a sudden I'm at the end of a train track. It's like I was on a pretty good track, like, yeah, we're going, choo choo, and then it just comes to a halt all of a sudden, and the track is no longer there. So it's kind of hard to just keep going without at least figuring some things out or coming to some conclusion before I continue. Because otherwise it's like, what am I even doing all this for? Apart from like obligatory stuff, like, oh, I have to do it because I have to do it. Everyone's story ends the same way. That's not true. People die in all sorts of different ways and for all sorts of different reasons. And the journey is what I want to enjoy at the end of the day. Enjoy and know my purpose. It's hard. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Blooming blossoms, it's just not that no matter what path you take, well, sure. Aw, you're so sweet. Honestly, if I'm being honest, at some point I also thought, why do I keep streaming? Why should I continue? And I'm still trying to figure that out right now. Thank you for the pets, damn Daryl, and thank you for the water as well. Hold on, Training Sword. Let me just drink. Thank you. Rika says, a meaningful life at the end of the day, an epic story is what I want. An epic story. That would be fun. It would be fun to have an epic story. I'm not really looking for an epic story, but I'm certainly looking for something that's meaningful to me. Devote yourself to boobies if you want. Well, honestly, this is a bit of like a side note, but my boobs have been hurting so much recently. I think it's because Miss Flo is on the way, but yeah, they've been tender and painful, so I have been nursing them also. Thank you for the pets. Thank you. Man. Oh, Joshua, how did you find us, by the way? You're new here, right? I'm sorry that you had to catch me on a day where I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm here anyway. Blooming Blossom says, I get what you mean. I have a habit of standing up for everything and everything, which not only leads to much work, but a lot of uncertainty. I get what you feel. Being lost and overwhelmed, hanging out with pets and warm hugs always helps for me. I took a walk with my husband just now. We had some boba. I had seafood white bihun, which is one of my comfort foods. I've done all the things to make sure that physically I'm okay, but mentally I'm still a bit all over the place. So now I'm kind of nursing that. Yeah. I even wore a bra just to make sure my boobies don't hurt while I stream. Sometimes they just hurt, guys. I don't know what to tell you for the non-boob havers. Boobs are weird. Sometimes they're very cooperative and nice to you and pretty, and sometimes they're just like, I don't know why I exist, and then they just like, ow, 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 ow. Whatever angle I move is ow. I lie down is ow. I stand up is ow. I go down the stairs is ow. I can't run because if they bounce, it hurts. Hi, dinner, Polyvo Ante. Welcome in. How'd you find me? Sometimes you need a break to refine what you created to joy. Why did you start streaming? Finding the joy again in things you've lost interest is very important, or your true purpose will always seem to step away from you. So true, so true. Honestly, I would say that my initial reason for starting streaming has already passed. Like, there's not really a reason for me to go back to that because Camp A, boobs are lumps of fat. Can't be. Boobs are full of hopes and dreams. Why can't they be both? I mean, I feel like they're both. They're both lumps of fat that are kind of overhyped, but also full of hopes and dreams. Training started. If you didn't want Shark Week, you shouldn't have hit female on your character creation sheet. That wasn't up to me. Hey, Eugene, welcome in. It wasn't What is that emo? That's so cute. Welcome in. Freaky Floof. Freaky Floof is an interesting nickname. What makes you freaky? You know what? Don't answer that question. It might be TOS. Don't answer that. Well, okay, so if you want to know the reason why I started streaming, I started during COVID. I was one of those COVID streamers. I started because I felt lonely. I couldn't go out, and none of my friends played games with me, so I decided to watch streamers first. And after watching more streamers, I was like, I kind of wish that I did what they did, you know? So I started as a webcam streamer, found a lot of friends in the community, and now that everything's sort of back to normative with a bit more progressions, I don't feel as lonely anymore. Like, I can still go out with my friends. I hang out with people that I've met through the community, but I don't think I'm going back to the same reason why I started streaming. The whole motivation was a little bit of a downer. I was just like, man, I'm so lonely. And none of my friends have the same interests as me. So I started streaming to find more like-minded people. I also enjoyed the idea of entertaining, but I don't know. I still like entertaining. I just don't know if I am entertaining, you know? It's one thing to want to be something and one thing to actually be that. Yeah. Because I'm a nerd. Freaky Loki describes Lad Xavier. So true. I should play more Lads. I haven't played I haven't even, like, I wanted to play Love and Deep Space, but I just felt so muddled in my head that it's like, oh man, I can't even enjoy the game right now because I would still come back to thinking too much after I stop. Hi LJ, I see you on YouTube. Hello, hello. The springtime event is very nice. True, true, true. I saw the trailer partially, but I'm gonna react to it properly like on Wednesday or something. I think I'll play on Wednesday. I wanted today to actually be like an art co-working kind of stream because we have this art competition that's going on that closes at the end of the week. If by the way you want to join, you can. But it's an art contest featuring me and my two Vtuber group mates and our mascot, so you can doodle anything really traditional, digital, submit it, stand a chance to win a drawing tablet and some exclusive merch. Initially I wanted to make today like one of those streams where I invited a bunch of my artist friends to come on and art with me, but I got so busy and I just forgot that I had to actually extend invitations. Is there a link to it? Yes! Exclamation mark Vito. You know what? Can Amelia or any of my mods help me to pin that, please? I see you like the videos you like in React. So do you mean? I like squishing consenting boobies. I mean, if that brings you joy, sure. I don't personally enjoy boobs that much. It's not. It's been a part of my life ever since I hit puberty, so it's kind of overhyped in my opinion. Get her says hello. I was looking for someone to listen to with homework. Saw your cute model. I wanted to enter. Welcome in. I hope you don't mind me rambling. I am in a yappening mood today. I'm just talking, but feel free to share with me. I've had multiple existential crises over the course of my youth and now, but my youth and what do you call it? young adulthood, or whatever you call this kind of age. Yeah, I've had a few different crises, but a lot of that in the beginning was like, who am I? What am I? Adolescence, not really adolescence. It was more of like past 18 but young adulthood, and I was just like, man, who am I if I'm not defined by anybody? Art school honestly gave me so much reason to have existential crisis. Because if you could think about things, and I thought too much, and eventually I went for therapy, and then I graduated. I just got discharged from therapy too, but those were related to more of like job insecurities, relationships. So now that all those are kind of sorted out, and I'm back on my own, everything's going good, except what am I doing? And so we're back here, but I think it pops up for everyone now and then, right? Just like, what's happening? Boomerang, what? The planning birthday vid. I'm not really in the position to react genuinely right now, Troy, if I'm being honest. My head is too all over the place for me to just like hee hee ha ha. A funny video. Girl, same. Amelia says, imagine detachable boobs and you can swap out the sizes as projectile weapons. What? Or use them as projectile weapons? That's crazy. Booberang. You take care of yourself first. I will. This is a bit of self-care for me. I'm sorry if you have to witness. But I just feel like if I kept quiet for too long, I wouldn't figure out anything. What is going on in my chat right now? There's a song called Detachable. What? That's crazy. We'll be here to listen to your yap or rant for as long as you like. No, please don't feel obliged, guys. If you are tired of my vibes today, feel free to head off. Like, I know it's not the usual today. This is not the what do you call it? What do you call the usual? The usual themes. Bresto missile is crazy. Hime, hi Theo. We love the yap. I'm glad you like the yap. My mind is all the yapping. Yes, I'm trying to follow. The Hime chat, what is happening? I just came. Welcome in. I'm talking about my existential crisis, and chat is talking about how you can use boobies as weapons, I think. I'm trying to keep up with the conversation myself. Like, what? What's happening? Oh man, you guys are so funny. You guys. Oh, by the way, guys, we have new outfits and stuff. So if you look at my, hold on, I'm gonna do something real stupid right now, but I'm gonna shout myself out so that you can see my cute ass fit. Look at that! Look at my little bunny. She's wearing a hat. So I have a couple of different stream avatars, accessories that I put into the app. So if you wanna go and dress up your little bunny or like change colors and stuff, please feel free to go to the stream avatars extension. Just go to my about and then scroll down, go to the extension, and you can pick your outfits. There's not a lot yet, but I'm gonna add more as we go along. Those things are hard to add in too, by the way. You're doing frame by frame animation with these things. There's so much manuality needed in adding the stream avatars stuff. It's something I figured out over like one of my off days. I was like, yeah, I owe some people some accessories. So I'm gonna figure it out today. And I did. Yeah. Hi Hero. Welcome in. You guys are really showing up tonight. Part of my existential crisis is I looked at a video which was, I'm 36 and most of society would probably consider me a failure. That's what I was watching midway, and I was like, damn, I am not 38 yet, but I feel like I'm gonna be that in the future, and it scares me. It scares me to hell that one day I'll just realize that I'll just look back and not. I would say that, okay, that wouldn't be possible. Because if I look back at my life right now, I'm already quite happy with what we've achieved. There's been a lot of stuff that I wanted to try that I've tried, you know, like streaming was one of them, like, you know, becoming VTuber. Like, there's just so much that I told myself, like, yeah, I wanna do all this, and I freaking did it, you know. So I can say that for a good part of my life, I didn't really hold back on what I wanted to do. But there is a bit of inflexibility when it comes to cost of living here in Singapore, as well as just the career obligations. I feel like I can't quit my job, because if I do, I'm gonna be, you know, in trouble financially, which I'm not at the moment, but I certainly don't want to have to tap into my investments or anything that I've meant to set aside for the future. You know what I mean? It's just, man, I don't know. I wish I had a bit more flexibility in choosing what I want to do now, but I can't do that. So I can only choose what I want to do for my free time. And, yup. It'll be like that. You come and work at Water World. We're looking for a new Helen. Can swim or jump can already. Damn. I don't think I would be a very good theater person, though, if I'm being honest. It does sound fun, though. Working at Waterworld sounds incredibly fun. I would like to experience a more exciting job. My job is not very exciting. And honestly, I dread going to my job most days. So, clearly, I need a change of pace at some point. Whether it's a mental change of pace or whether it's actually changing my job. My fridge smells oh man. I think you might have to clear it out if your fridge broke down, Julio. You should probably clear it out, because all the stuff's gonna go bad. Technical man, welcome in. What? Eat your vegetables. I agree, you should eat your vegetables. My fridge is empty, it is cleared. Oh, and it still smells. Do you think I'll have to get it replaced or deep cleaned or something, Theo? Man, I'm sorry to hear it, Theo. It sounds like you've got stuff happening to you back to back too. Take care. Do take care. I'm hoping that things get better every day for you. Other day I had the hairbrush song stuck in my head. No way. Not the VeggieTales throwback. Why is your fridge empty, Mardar? Hero says cut some lemons, put it in the fridge overnight or something. Ooh? Yeah. I think it's out of the hospital. How many rounds? Oh my. Damn. It was an appetite suppressant candy. Wait, really? I don't think I've ever heard of it. Very interesting. Training sword. We've got a bunch of different conversations happening here and there. Some trivia. It's okay. No worries. Really? I didn't know. The mind of a 40-year-old and the body of an 18-year-old can sound very different if a fridge is involved. What? And I am confused. Either way, Theo, I hope you managed to resolve your fridge issue thing. Dang. Oh, we have an ad? Uh-oh, we do have an ad. What time did I start streaming? I feel like I've been talking for a while, but I don't know what I've been doing. What has he been doing? Excuse me. I burped. That felt nice. I should burp a little more. Oh yeah, I forgot we had an uptime command. That's a thing! I forgot. You know, I don't know if it will help, but do you guys have any goals this year? Or do you guys have any life directions at the moment? Like, what is your aim at this time? Because I'm figuring out mine. The typical one. Maybe if I hear from you guys, I can have a bit more of a broader idea. Survive, very valid, very valid. You better take care, Theo. I cannot burp, it just gets stuck in my throat. Oh no. Pat patting me. Oh, thank you. Hi, ass officer. Huh, typical one. That sounds interesting. What is an IAS officer? Is that a Singapore thing? High-ranking civil servant in the Indian government. Is it? Why do you want to be an IAS officer? Create things that I like. That is, you know what? That's lovely. I like that. I think that's important. I need a job. My savings are running dry. Oh no, Mia! Oh no, Mia. Is it all the commissions? I've been seeing all the art you've been posting, girl. You know, I have a. You know, when I was younger, I had this really bad. I don't know if it's a habit or if it's a coping mechanism, but I had a bad habit or bad tendency to go on a little shopping therapy, retail therapy. I never bought anything super expensive, but accumulatively, it's a lot, you know? Just spending on little trinkets that you think will make you happy, but really the dopamine lies in wanting to get the item and actually buying the item. And then when it comes to you, you're just like, yeah, it's what it is, but it's not spectacular, you know? So I've curbed that quite a lot already, but nowadays it feels like, okay, nowadays when I treat myself, it's usually to scabs or commissions or artwork of my Vtuber. I've been living frugally and I'm panicking. Oh no. So you have to look for a job? Good luck. The job market has been awful the past couple months. And yes, the avatars have gears now, Victor. Took me a day to figure it out. Just a Mega Man. Hello, welcome in. I had a strict budget. Good on you. Really. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. It's amazing that you stuck to your budget. I almost never stick to my budgets, which is terrible. Don't learn from me. I'm not irresponsible. I just a little bit. I think I'm a little bit irresponsible. Lou497. When is Dojima again? This weekend! Happening 10th and 11th of May. Troy says, to be honest, the last week was the busiest. I gotta hang out with my mom's friend and play pickleball. I've never played pickleball. Sounds interesting. And the day afterwards, my legs are sore as hell and the sore is in my butt. You know, I kind of miss having a sore, like, ass and thighs because it makes me feel fit. You know, like, after you work out and then you're just, like, aching everywhere, it's kind of like, yeah, I did something. My mom's friend came down to stay at our town for a few days and I said, wrap my friend's dog. They're not friendly. Oh gosh. That sounds very busy. Hosting is very tiring. So I'm glad that you got through it. Please rest well. Hi, Kyle. Welcome in. Whoa, hi. Finally, I caught a stream. Wait, you look familiar. Do I know you? Do I know you from somewhere? I feel like I know a couple of cryos. Oh, that is a gorgeous eye banner. What the heck? Sorry, I'm stalking you. Do I have your consent to stalk you? Hold. Oh, wait, it's Little Bro. Little Bro, hey. I was just telling my friends about you. I just met my friends the other day. We're all in our like mid-20s, and then I was like, you know, I've been talking to this little bro creature on Twitter because he was like, I'm looking for friends. And I was like, oh, if you're pretty young, I have 2 little brothers. I could be a big sis if you want. So we messaged, and I was just saying like, he's very cute. He really is a little creature. He really is little bro. Welcome in. I don't like the soreness. Why? Boza Bob jumping up and down. Well, next year, I guess. Oh no, I get busy that weekend. This weekend, that is. The typical ones is the cost of living here is very cheap, though. I love South Asia because of that. EDC is... What is EDC? Training sword. I feel like every time you send a message, I need to Google something. Troy says, I got a part-time by helping my dad. Being his delivering boy is an alright job. Hey, not bad. Mio says, yeah, you feel me, right? You like the soreness. Makes you feel like you actually got off your ass to do something. Typical one says, I like to irritate my siblings so much, though. I should catch up with my brothers. I see them every week, but I don't go out with them as much. The second younger, the middle brother, he's been really busy because he has a girlfriend now. And she's really cute. She is studying to become a vet. So he brought her to the zoo on her birthday. I was like, that's adorable. Yeah, because she likes animals. I mean, yeah. It tracks. He doesn't think far ahead into the future, but he's sweet. Go to date idea. I love the zoo. Electronic Daisy Carnival in Las Vegas. Ah. So it's like a dance festival. Have fun. Stay safe. I've never really gone for any music festivals. LJ says, this may sound small, but I would like to learn to draw. Honestly, that is an admirable thing. I think learning to draw is such a wonderful skill. So, I mean, I love drawing. I've been drawing ever since I was a kid and I never stopped. Also, damn, everybody's donning the little hats now. You guys are so cute. Yeah, put on all the accessories. I think there are like bear ears on there as well. I see some of you guys walking around with the bear ears. Makes me feel like, oh yes, all my efforts to make these is good. Is Infected Mushroom gonna be there? That's crazy. That sounds like an IGN. That sounds like an MMO like name. Where they get the hats again? So go to About Himetoki on my Twitch page and then scroll all the way down and you should be able to see the Stream Avatars extension where you can pick the outfits. So cute. Yeah, I can't wait to add more. I know we're doctor at my place because I got so many diseases because of climate change. Oh man, take care. The world is changing and it's very scary. Ozone layer in New Zealand be big. No, hole in the ozone layer, not the ozone layer. I fear for my friends. My mother-in-law has cancer now. She lives in New Zealand, and gaping hole in the sky is so true. But the UV there, I think, is extremely dangerous and strong. And it was caught early stage, so she's seeking treatment for it. She's all right, you know. But still, better take care, Kiwis. Best put the sunscreen every day. Hime number one. Aw, Hime number one at like not knowing what to do right now. I think I hear my husband snoring. I too want to go to bed, but also wait, hold on. Why am I getting? Hold, I'm getting messages from work. I don't want to look at messages from work right now. Okay. Cancer's dangerous, yeah, for real. No cure for cancer, so please take care. Old ladies should go to bed. Real. I think I saw a clip on Instagram recently where there was this lady. It was a stitch, but I think Bob was the one who sent it to me. It was like, people who are going to bed past 11 p.m. are literally killing themselves, and I'm like, what? That's me every day, though. Maybe that's why I feel so weak. I mean, weak. Yeah, I sent that. Yep. Work. Imagine working. Hi, TSG player. Welcome in. Let's do karaoke. Karaoke always cheers you up. I guess, but it's also like, I know I can sing for 3 hours on my own right now, but even if I do, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be like, oh, so what did I figure out? I've just been in my mind. I've just been having this brain worm for the past day, and it's still not gone. So I'm inclined to try and figure it out right now. You don't need to sing for 3 hours. I know, I'm just saying I can if I wanted to. Also, can I tell you something really stupid, guys? So yesterday I had an amazing time because it's been a long time since I played D&D, and I was joining a new campaign, but it was insane. Okay, it was the first day of me joining the campaign, and we had 2 players die. And they've apparently been playing for about 10 sessions already. That's about 10 months, because they meet monthly. So I made my debut, didn't know what the hell was happening, and then 2 of the players freaking died. It was insane. But anyway, you guys want to... Hold on. I have the recording, but I'm not going to show it because I sound so different in real life. But okay, let me just show you a picture of the ending scene, by the way. So this is the ending scene of our campaign. Our DM was like, we gotta stop right now. Let's end the campaign session here because I don't know how to continue from here. There's just too much happening. Follow my friend, by the way. He doesn't really stream anymore, but he does TTRPG stuff on itch.io and YouTube, so he's my DM. Yeah, we somehow summoned an eldritch monster and RIP, I guess. It was crazy. So anyway, this dude thing, we were saying, damn, they look so slay, actually. And they look so slay. We were level 3. They were level 4, I believe. I was level 3. I had just entered the game, so I didn't know what I was doing. But anyway, so he said that he actually pasted the arms wrongly. Like, these are supposed to be facing the front and, like, touching in front, like, kind of looming over you. But he super glued it already and then realized it was just going like, huh, slay. And when I saw this, I was like, damn, I want to be that bitch. Because this monster is that bitch. And and it knows, it's strutting its stuff. Yeah. Like, this is what I want to be. And I don't know whether the existential crisis hit then, but I was like, man, why am I not that bitch? Yeah. So I was just like, why haven't I made myself that bitch, So I started thinking, and now we're here. The pose looks better like this. Agreed. There's so much more drama to this pose, It's crazy. But yeah, so that's what I did yesterday. Sword, what? Runway walk vibe, so true. 2 swords, not gonna lie. Huh? His sword is so cool. Wait, whose sword? My sword. Let's play D&D and figure out the real Hime. Oh man, no. D&D throwing me into an existential crisis. LJ, been racking my brain trying to think of some words to help you, but I'm not sure what to say. It's okay. I'm not here to, like, make this a group therapy session or, like, seek out, solid advice. Though if you have any, I'm more than happy to accept it. But I'm just here to use chat as my sounding board. Like, sorry for using you guys, chat. I just feel so lost. And I just feel like I need to put words out into the world, even though I don't know what I'm thinking. It's terrible. Group therapy. No. Imagine group therapy. Bitch, Hime sounds delicious. What? Please rant if that helps. I don't know. Let me drink some water first. I guess there have been a couple of stressors over the past weeks. Weeks with an S, because it's been ongoing. But having to coordinate a lot of stuff with Dojima has been really throwing me to the deep end. Like, I have experience planning events and coordinating stuff because of my work. Like, I do events at the office and stuff like that, but that's pretty much the extent of it. Organizing a booth is a first for me too, and sometimes it almost feels like I don't really have anyone I can turn to ask for help, because I'm the one people are asking help from. And I'm also the one in charge of, like, giving people what to do and making sure things get done on time. So it's just a lot of pressure. And I've been just stressed out of my mind. Every time I look back, I'm like, oh, we're missing this, or oh, we're missing that, or has this been done already? And then I have to go and chase people for it, and it's just stressing me out. I'm really glad, though, that most of the stuff has been set up already. Logistics are prepared. We're just crossing our fingers because one of our shipments got delayed. So hopefully it arrives on time. Otherwise, we won't have our samples during Dojima, which is not ideal. But we have contingencies that we are getting in place. I just feel a bit helpless, or not helpless, but like I feel like I'm on my own sometimes. I know I'm not. I know a lot of people are helping me with a lot of stuff, and I'm really grateful for everyone. But it feels like when it comes to overseeing stuff, that I'm the only one doing it, and it's a lot of pressure, because it's like, what if I miss out things? What if there's no one to remind me? And sometimes when I ask for things to be checked, it doesn't get checked, and then I have to check it again on my own. So I feel like I'm the sole person responsible for so many things, and I feel like if it doesn't go well, it's gonna be my fault. That's why I'm kind of stressed out about it. I mean, in work as well. So just for context, this whole week is going to be stuff that I'm in charge of. So in the office, I have a week-long event that's running for staff and clients, and that's gonna be a whole week of things that I'm coordinating and that I'll have to, be running around to make sure things are going smoothly because there's so many components to this like festival that we're having. And then on the weekend, it's gonna be Dojima. It just feels like I don't have time to breathe. And then after that, I'm also worried about after that, like, what am I gonna do once all of this blows over? I guess I'll take a breather, and then what, Things are just gonna go back to, I guess there's the grind of, like, getting ready for a 2.0 debut with Vito, but it's also, like, I don't know how to angle my content anymore. I don't know what I'm doing right. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. There's so much undetermined stuff that is quite difficult to figure out, and I feel like without a team, without a manager, without anyone to direct me except myself, then when I'm lost, right? So, no. I think maybe it feels like it's stressed because of the week. I guess so. Right now, I've been approaching every week as it comes, but I feel like I haven't done anything new in a while. It just feels like I've been doing what I do every week, like, okay, I'll make sure I'll stream, 3 times, 4 times this week. Maybe I'll play some Love in Deep Space. Maybe I'll draw. Maybe I'll play some games, have an indie games day. Do these things on repeat that I've already been doing. But what am I trying to do that's out of the ordinary, that I haven't tried before? What am I trying to do that is going to set me apart from other people who are also streaming? Because this space is a very saturated one. And I want to be able to entertain not just with the things that I do on the usual, but I want to mix in some novelty stuff too. I want to have things that you guys can get excited about. That's not just my debuts, because I know I've had a couple of those. Yeah, Subthon, debut, birthday, those things have been going back to back, and I don't really want to keep doing that, because it feels like it's so money-driven, and I'm not a fan of that. I want to do more content like that is interesting for the content itself, and not just be about unlocking goals, as much as that is also admirable and fun. Now sometimes my mom asks me for advice. So that one time she's a leader of her team, and she told me her team and her day what they do. She tells me if she's in an event, I usually tell her to wing it and do it, and she thinks of me as a great son and we think alike. The point is to try to wing it and be yourself if you feel like it. The problem with me is I don't think I can wing it. I'm able to improvise on the go and adapt on the go, but overall I need to have a plan. I feel like without a roadmap, I get myself lost. Or you'll see streams like this, which are very candid and I guess welcome now and then, but I don't want to have this as my usual content. Like, just turn on stream. What's Hime talking about today? What's she stressed about today? Think about it after Dojima, I guess. But I also want to think about it a bit earlier so that I have something to look forward to after Dojima that isn't just my break. Yeah. Take everything one at a time. Don't look too far into the future. Follow what you love. That's the thing. I don't feel like I'm looking too far in the future. I'm just looking at, like, next month, Like, that's usually what I do. It's like, look ahead for a month. But even now, I'm having difficulty grasping, like, what kind of exciting stuff can I do next month? The thing is, okay, May and June are my most key moments. So usually my off seasons during work is in June and December. The mid-year and the end-year tends to be a lull period for me, so I have the capacity to stream more. But so if I don't have any plan, I'll have a lot of time to fill that I won't know what to do with. It's hard to be original as a streamer, but there's a reason why we're all still here. I appreciate it. I really do. I really, really do. I'll be playing Love and Deep Space this Wednesday, probably. Maybe you guys Chewy. Maybe he's got the plans. I tried to ask him. I showed him. Okay, so, you know what? Let me show you my document here. So what I did today, despite being all over the place, is that I put in... Oh, I track all my stream statistics, so I went to take a look at what were the best performing streams in 2024 and 2025 as a bit of an analysis on what I've been able to do right so far. But I'm still trying to figure out what's the pattern, what are some... So anything that performed 40 concurrent viewers and above, I put it in. Some of them might have been for raids, though. I don't remember. But, if people are interested in the content enough to raid you, then I guess it's also valid. So we had a couple of things like Himi's Design House, which was a series where I did art with some friends over last year. Some of those did really well. Most of them are art streams and co-working streams for some reason. Some singing streams. There were, I think, 2 Vtuber collabs that did very well. One was Chained Together, and the other one was the Hear Me Out cake, which I guess was fun, very fun. Thank you, Bretlacat. I don't know if Bretlacat here, but it was their idea to do Hear Me Out cake. Of course, we have the new model reveals, subathons that did really well too. Steam Next Fest was very fun. We had an Ask Us Anything with our Dungeons and Dragons DM. Oh, which, by the way, here it is. Ta-da! This is our D&D campaign, which we did last year, which I helmed as well. Stream Anniversary, of course, did very well because special events typically will draw a crowd. So Subathon, all the Subathon days did really well too. And all my birthday days did very well too. But other than that, mostly art. So I've been wondering whether I should try and hone in on art and how I can make that a bit more interesting, So art seems to be my most prominent category. The one that does the best as well. But that's just what I'm seeing from the statistics. I haven't really tried anything new. So who knows? Maybe we'll try something else. The typical one, your hard work makes me jealous and keep thinking to work more than you. Well, I mean, just because I do the work doesn't mean that I have the direction, So honestly, do you have a template for this? I just created it yesterday. Sorry, not yesterday, today. It's just when title category CCV. But I have okay. I have a few ways of tracking. All right. So there's this one, and then there's the stream summary one. So that document is particularly for what was being done well. But I have 2 different documents. So this one is my stream summaries of 2024, where all I did was I just put in all of the days that I stream. I just record my stream summary in there, so it's a lot easier to see at a glance what has been done well. So this is what I do, or this is what I did last year, and then this year, that's my stream. There's my stream and content summaries 2025. I'm planning to, if I do YouTube more, I'm probably going to do one for YouTube too, but I don't have that yet. So this is the one for 2025. It is not as nice. I think I'll revert to the previous format. But I highlight all of the streams that did well, like 48 CCV, 51. This was my birthday week though. And I take note of all of it so that I have a good idea, okay, what time have I streamed? What have I tried and tested? And what has done well thus far? I think it's good to inform the future with. But as you can see, just because you have the stats doesn't mean you know where to go with it afterwards. So the only reason why I started tracking was because for a period we did have a manager, and we had one-on-ones with our manager where he was basically asking me to go and look for my best performing tweets, my best performing streams, and see if there's any pattern there. So since I started doing that, I kind of just continued so that I have a better idea, and whenever I want an overview of what I have done, I can just turn to those documents. It's a lot easier to see. I did construction labor ever since I was 16, and I'm still doing it now because it's fun to hang out with others. Honestly, if you enjoy your job, it's something the world needs and something you're passionate about that you can do and earn money from, why not? Everything should be best performing because of how amazing you make this. I wish, oh man. It would be really cool to be able to stream full-time and really make this my full-time thing, but it's quite difficult in Singapore as well, I feel. I know a couple of people who do this full-time, but there's not a lot of us, to be honest. And I feel okay, so with content creation and streaming, there's 2 camps, right? There's usually the people who have established a community from a niche, either the Hoyo streamers, or maybe you're an FF streamer, or maybe you just do other stuff that you focus on, and every time you stream, or almost every time you stream, that is the category you're streaming in. That's where people find you, and that's where you grow your audience. It's a lot easier to focus your content and grow because that's how algorithms work. They push people who have specific content. It's not a very friendly place for variety streamers and content creators online in general, I feel, which is why people have different YouTube channels for different kind of things, etc., etc. But I see a lot of my friends who have grown and got partnered, or had developed their content on a niche, who now want to do other things with their content, and it goes either way. The first way is that whenever they're streaming something else or whenever they're doing something else, they lose the initial audience that they had. But it could also go that their personality and their streaming persona is so fun that regardless what they stream, they already have the audience numbers, so that they can, whatever they're streaming, people turn up for it, right? So yeah, remember to change your stream category because you get one by Twitch if someone reports you for it. That's a good note. A serious question: have you thought of auditioning for corpo? I have, but I haven't done it because currently my work commitments are pretty heavy, and I haven't really considered how to market myself, because right now I am a variety streamer, very, very variety. Although art, just chatting, and music, I think, are my primary categories, but it's really all over the place. So I don't feel like I excel in any of those categories. I feel like I'm maybe B+ tier at most. How far is Healing from Partner? I'm at least halfway there, It's the concurrent viewership that's the main difficulty. But, that might come as we go along also. I just feel like okay, the thing is, I feel like I'm stagnant, but I know I'm not. Whenever I look back at my stream summaries and, the overview, followers have been moving, concurrent viewership has been moving. So I mean, for me, my streams kind of ding dong between 30 to 35, which is pretty good already. We're already in the top 0.2% of Twitch or something like that. I'm very thankful for it. I'm very thankful that when I go live, I know that at least one person will come up, and I think that's a huge blessing, because there was a time when I was starting out that you wouldn't know. You don't know if anyone's even gonna turn up, right? So we've kind of gone through and broke through the first hurdle of getting people to even come into the stream. But then the retention and the getting a new audience is going to be the next step. How do we increase that? How do we attract people to the stream? And I'm still figuring that out at the moment. I know right now I'm trying to post on more platforms, like more YouTube Shorts, more Instagram, more TikTok, so that people will come in. But it's quite difficult. And I'm not bad at editing, but I don't have the time to edit. So I've been outsourcing my editing, but sometimes it takes time, and I have to clip my own content too, which also takes time. There's still a trade-off. How about this? Why don't you just try out? You can also take the time to figure out what you really want to aim for and take it as a side quest. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure out what I want, which is why I'm in this position of so what do I want? What do I want to do? What can I do successfully? Typical one says, your English is so fluent, not gonna lie, you can become a news reporter. I think there's a lot of things I could be. I'm just not sure what would work out for me that I would also enjoy. Your advices are giving me new ways to think outside the box. I'm glad it's helping you. I feel like maybe things are... Okay, I don't know if you can picture this. I can't picture anything in my mind, but I have this thought of when you're playing what's that called? Traffic Jam? No, it's not Traffic Jam. It's what do you call it? Not Crazy Taxi either. Hey Style, how are you? I relate to this Existential Crisis stream a lot. Well, come in. Cross the road. No. It's where you have to get the taxi, and then you have to shift a couple cars and then exit. I feel like right now I'm at a very difficult level where the taxi is just being blocked by so many things, and I gotta slowly move the cars and pieces away. What is that called again? And I have to slowly move it away so that I can and continue. Oh, that game. Yeah, the little, it comes with a set, and then you set it up. It's really funny because with that kind of puzzle solving, you're also kind of looking at the cards, making the mess on your own. The Traffic Jam game, yeah, but I can't remember the name of it. The Traffic Jam game. I know that. You know what? Let's just Google it, guys. I have enough on my mind at the moment. Traffic Jam board game. Rush Hour. It's called Rush Hour, chat. This one. Ta-da! And then you have to set up the cars and then move the cars around so the taxi can get out. I feel like right now my brain is just one of these really difficult ones, and I'm just trying to find my way out of it. But at the same time, I just want to get it all neatly in place so that I have a path to follow. Does that make sense? That's what I'm thinking of right now. Like, if there's an analogy for how I feel. Okay, it seems like there's some bootlegs with different names, like IQ Car. IQ Car! I mean, not a bad name either. Ah, man. But yeah, that's what I'm feeling right now. Trying to forge the path, trying to sort out all these lorries and cars, and God knows what else. There's a digital version of this game? Dang. I'm sure there was. I just don't know what it is right now. But hi. There's an analogy for how it's just like ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha ha is a great, like, I feel happy when my mind just has to go ah ha ha ha. That means most of the stuff that I already had to plan and had to put aside have already been settled, so I can just rest and laugh. Frogger was a great game though. Frogger was great. I really want to revisit some of these older games one of these days. But, so, okay, I was having this conversation with my husband. I do talk about this with him. Would you rather... Funny story. When Min and Kat were creating my character, they initially wanted to make me an like he made the right character. But I had a really difficult time trying to get into that. I was like, but I don't feel like I can portray the character very accurately. It just feels very unlike me. So while my character was being made, I was telling them, yes, it's princess, but it's more like Barbie princess. Does that make sense? I feel more like Barbie princess. Like, she's a little silly. She's still down to earth, sort of. Bit ditzy, perhaps. Kind of funny. Maybe a little savage. But definitely not like Beatrice from what do you call it? Was it Black Butler? No. That was different. Beatrice from ReZero. And who's the girl from Black Butler who also had the princess drills? The reminds me of the Great Fairies from the OOT and Majora's Mask. Oh wait, those big fairies in Zelda. Dude, I love them. I love giant women. I can see Hime, really? I have a hard time picturing that for myself. Training Sword says foo. That's hard to pronounce. Foo. Santa Hime. Oh damn. I wonder if there's a Santa Claus V. I'm sure there is. Hold on. Santa Claus VTuber. Yeah, there is. Sumio Santana. Santa Claus VTuber is a pretty unique concept. I've been thinking about my concept too, like, guys, I'm telling you, this existential crisis has so many layers, but you ever looked at, okay, I don't know how many of you have VTubers here, but you ever looked at your VTuber like, what? I'm so basic. I feel like Bunny Princess is pretty basic. And I feel like my design doesn't have any special qualities either. I've thought about rebranding before. I've thought about it. But the thought of even changing my name doesn't I couldn't, so okay, when I was rebranding from a webcam streamer over to a VTuber, I thought I really wanted to start fresh, and I thought, okay, I'm going to change my Twitch username. I'm going to be a brand new presence on the internet, right? It didn't happen. I'm too attached to this username. I've been using it ever since I was 13. And I was like, I'm just going to stick with Himetoki. And then after Min and Kat created my bunny princess character based on the name, because Hime means princess, Toki means bunny in Korean. And then I was like, okay, we're just going to stick with it. But now sometimes I look at all these really cool concepts on Twitter. I'm like, damn, y'all are so creative. Like, that sells itself. You know what I mean? Like, I have to prove that I have a personality before people can come in and say, like, oh yeah, I want to watch this girl. Yeah. I love your concept. I'm glad that you like it. I'm happy that it is aligned with my name, at least. And I feel like my name is pretty easy to remember, which I think is helpful, branding-wise. But sometimes I feel like, oh, she's just another anime girl. I'm just another anime girl. Wait, your Toki is rabbit? I thought it was time. You can change up your design, no? Yeah, I guess, but with it already being fixed as bunny princess, I feel like I'm just a bunny princess, you know? That doesn't mean, however, that a simple concept is like otoki is Japanese for time. Ah, okay. Well, it wasn't all Japanese though. I like your name because it was easy for me to understand straight away. I saw the meta, I was like, Hime Toki. Ah, last time, big eye brunette hair. Yeah, Toki is bunny in Korean, like the emote. Isn't Usagi rabbit? Sorry, my Japanese is limited. Do you feel like it's locked in though? No, I don't feel like it's a chain. I just feel like there is an additional challenge when it comes to okay, it doesn't help there's like 1,000 other Himes as well, right? So Hime is a very common like VTuber name because it means princess. I just think there's an extra layer of difficulty in marketing because I'm not like unique, the only one, or I'm not like one out of maybe 10 VTubers who are a certain species or a certain creature. So I like the name, I like the concept. I just think that is very simple, so it's quite difficult to stand out. The dumb bunny actually thought I was a famous writer, but in Korean. But I put Toki. How many dragons are there? Lots of dragons. Lots of dragons too. Dragon ladies, dragon men, dragon... I mean, just look at the number of dragon characters there are in, like, I don't know, gacha games. There's a lot. Cancel one. Hime Toki, Toki of Time. Toki of Time. Like, I've seen at least maybe 5 other VTubers that look similar to me. We're all different in our own ways, but we're all like blonde bunnies. Nothing wrong with that. It's just that when you put us all in one room, you might not be able to tell who's who if you're not familiar. So I don't have a very unique design. Blonde bunnies are so cute. Blonde bunnies, so many of us. We're all, but I mean, it's natural because, you know, if there's anything we're good at, it's multiplying. Right? It's natural that there's so many of us. We're beyond, we are far from endangered, chat. In fact, we might be a problem. Call the pest control! Too many bunny girls. Very funny. I kind of like it though. What did I just tune back into? Nah, just you know, according to the lore. But bunnies multiply quickly though. Exactly. We have a penchant for the multiplication. Was that a Zootopia line? Yes! I love Zootopia. Judy Hopps is such a mood. Since bunnies eat their own poop, that means you do too. Maybe I do. Maybe I just snack on them. Who knows? But did you know that bunnies don't eat all of their poop again? They just the ones that they poop out for the first time, like fresh off a meal, and they're just like, oh, there's excess nutrients, nom 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 nom. But it's like if it's the second or third poop of the same content, they're like, nah, nothing left for me to absorb from this one. Yeah, bunnies taste great though. True. I like hare meat and bunny meat. I think it's delicious. If we have a problem, just eat us. They need new content. The nutrients are rich, not old content. Maybe that's what's happening right now, guys. I'm just regurgitating. Not regurgitating. I'm just eating my own poop, you know? And I'm getting bored of it. I'm like, you know what? I've done art. I've done games. I've done this for a long time already. Time to eat some new content so that I can have some new poops. Some new content to, like, pop out of my butt. Existential Crisis, what? Thank you for the water. I've never tried hare meat. Oh, you should. It's very delicious. Tastes like chicken, but richer. Feels like it could be that. Yeah, maybe it's just my Aquarius, like, airy-fairy attitude of, like, I want to try everything. But also, this poop's getting old. Doesn't mean it's not good. It's just not as novel anymore. Gotta put some novelty in the mix. Maybe add some calcium to my kibble. Vegetable or new alcoholic? I need more calcium and magnesium, guys. I don't know if it's the stress, but my legs have been cramping up in the morning again. So I don't know how many of you were there when I had I think it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I had a problem in my legs where when I woke up, they would cramp really badly. Sometimes one calf, sometimes both. And it got to a point where I was afraid that I might have a blood clot issue because I am on birth control. So that kind of has a tendency to, not a tendency, but there's an increased risk of blood clots in the legs if you are on birth control. So I went to see a doctor just to make sure it wasn't that because it can be lethal. And they assured me it wasn't a blood clot. It was just that I was probably deficit in calcium or magnesium. So they gave me some pills. I tried it out. And yeah, the cramps were gone. I didn't cramp up in the morning anymore. But I haven't had that in a while. Like, I haven't had the pills in a while. Because they were gone, like it was supposed to be a short-term thing. And then I tried to increase my magnesium and calcium intake for a bit. And it worked out. But I think because of the increased stress and decreased sleep, it's coming back. So in the mornings, I've been cramping up in the calves again. My doctors also thought I had internal bleeding. Oh my. My only existential crisis is stress, anxiety, and my health decline. That's just making my chest hurt. Oh man. Please take care, Theo. Praying for ya. Blooming blossom birth control side effects low-key scare me, as they should. I think birth control especially, like, a lot of people kind of, like, I don't know how to put it. I think you either underestimate or overestimate birth control. But you gotta read up. You really gotta do your research. Because there are some birth control that's only meant for short-term use to address specific problems, and they're not meant to be used long-term. If not, you will form a reliance on them. And there are some which are safe for long-term use, but you have to be wary of the side effects. Oops. Wow. They want me to shut up already? Oops. I wasn't ending stream, sorry. I just misclicked. So just do your research and make sure that they've prescribed you something that you can use long term, and observe the side effects. Because for me, I had an adjustment period of about 3 months to my birth control. It did help a lot afterwards though. Like, I'm still on it because it reduces my menstrual cramps, it reduces my acne flare-ups. There's a lot of good that comes with the birth control. But there are some downsides too, like higher risk of developing blood clots, hunger pangs where I'll feel weak if I don't eat immediately. But that's just for me. The effects are different for each person, so you gotta see what works for you and give it time. If you need high magnesium, eat rajma or dal makhni. Is it the beans? I think I should. Hi, Young Sailor Man, welcome in. Also praying for myself. Over the weekend, I went to like 3 Chinese temples. Oh, no. I wish I could like pop out of the screen and just give you a hug. It's just Yang. I'm sorry. It's your boy. It's just Yang. I'm so used to just reading the whole name minus any numbers. Sorry. The best thing with birth control is no babies. Well, it's not even a guarantee then. I think there's like a very, very low chance that it could fail. It's still possible. The effects being different for everyone is what makes it a little scary, because you don't know until you try. Exactly. It can be a little scary, but I think birth control is also treatment for a lot of different issues. It's not just to prevent pregnancy. So you can be prescribed birth control for pain management, for treating endometriosis, for irregular periods, etc. So it's if it's something that you think will benefit you, then do give it a try, under the advice of a licensed professional, of course. What's the main crisis? That's the thing. I think I should really write this down. What is the main crisis? I have a few crises ongoing at the same time. The birth rate here is very high, like very high. Really? Wait, where are you from again? Plenty of young teenagers get prescribed birth control for periods. I only started birth control after I was 21, at least, because I guess I didn't want to risk any side effects from taking it too young. So I only started in adulthood. I always advise my partners to use birth control. It might not work for everybody though. There have been adverse effects also associated with birth control, like maybe increased. Some people don't get to sleep. Some people. There's a lot of things that could happen. I can't off the top of my head like think of all the side effects, but different strokes for different folks. I think suitability is very subjective to the person. Have you checked your calcium level though? Oh yeah, I haven't. I should go get it checked. Where can I get it checked? I should go to a physical doctor and then ask them to check my calcium levels. Did I have to take my blood though? I'm already lacking in blood. Birth rate in SG is like what? Real. I pulled a religion card for my health. Dang. But health is a really big concern though. I'm really hoping every day that you get better and better, because health is something I think a lot of us take for granted. Health and access to healthcare. Typical one says female abortion was so intense the government had to make the doctor sentence to death if they... The what? They kept telling me I don't want you to wear one tonight, and I'm like, well, that's the lady's request. Ooh. That's dangerous. If it's a committed partner... No, you know what? Even if it's without a committed partner, if it's not something you want, like a child... If you don't want children at the moment, then you gotta be careful. Still, you know, take all the contingencies that you have to. You know, have your plan B, have your counting the days, all that. Even then it could go wrong. A child is a huge responsibility, yeah. Even Japan has higher birth rate, really? Pills are common. What are the other options? Is it like the shot? Oh, no, there's a lot of different kinds. I use a pill, personally. If it's female, the child gets aborted. Really? Oh, gosh. That's so scary. Goes against the bunny Vtuber stereotype. Which is refreshing. Huh? Even with the government's morning after pill? Yeah, there's Plan B, morning after pill. There's a few names for it, but it's not recommended because it can have really bad, like, the side effects to Plan B, and like, those are meant for emergencies only. If you forgot to use protection, or if, you know, something happens to the protection, like it breaks, then you'll have to take Plan B. Usually bunny VTubers are all horny as heck. I mean... I think a balance is good. The thing is, alright, I feel like sex, reproduction, attraction, these are all very natural human things. I am a bit more conservative, I would say, but I don't stop myself from going awooga when I play Love in Deep Space. I am very open about my attraction to fictional men. But I think that's normal. If it wasn't for Twitch streamers, I wouldn't know anything about periods. Well, I'm glad that you got more education out of this. Are you guys just awoogaing in chat now? This is... Look, it's Xavier! Oh, you can summon him with 100 bits! And you can hear me bark at him. If you wanted to. That's still my alert. I should really update them soon. I have a... Interesting. Lads, boys make me go awooga for real. True. Is it the barking clip? Yes. The barking is desperate. It was a natural reaction. Looks out. I don't like biology, but what? You mean like the science behind it? World populations? Is that something you're interested in? What? I think that's a confusing statement to say that you don't like biology, but reproduction is your favorite topic. Cool Cameron! 64OX, welcome in. Ayo? Just ayo? Is it the one I clipped? The barking clip? I think it is. I love science. Science is so cool. I think science is real cool. I took pure science in secondary school. I took biology and chemistry. Didn't take physics because we had a weird physics teacher who couldn't teach. Just here, been focusing on YouTube and whatnot. Oh yeah, guys, if you guys want to help me with my watch hours, like, why are babies' lungs created last? They are? I did not know that. To be fair, lads, guys are amazing. True, they were written by a team of people to make them the perfect mans. Yeah, what watch hours? Yeah, watch hours. Babies are great. Too bad it takes 9 months between meals. Huh? 8 days. Wow! I was so honored. Or how personality is acquired either by genes or their own. I'd say I have given back most of my biology knowledge to my teachers already. So, nurture or nature? I'd say both. Both always. Throw it back. Throw what? Throw it back, Kimi. I can't twerk on screen like that. Stop. Don't take what? Stella, thank you for the sub. Aww. I'm sorry. This conversation has derailed, but I'm more than happy for it to. I'm more than happy for these conversations to kind of distract me. I gotta support my fellow Singaporean. Aw, you're so sweet. Also, my gosh, is that Yenko's emotes? Yenko is an art god, I swear. Her artwork is so pretty. Dream art kami, for real. Yeah, she's so good. I love watching her artwork. I wanna level up too. I wanna level up and be the next art superhero, like Yanko's and Rara. Oh, they're so good. It's been almost a year. Wait, has it? Wow. Damn. It's been 5 years since I started streaming, honestly. Feels like a long time to give something a shot. I don't think this is a joke anymore, guys. Chat. I don't think this is a phase. I think I'm gonna be a streamer forever, maybe. Maybe. I missed my 1 year anniversary. Ah! Oh my gosh, just by 1 day. Happy anniversary, Theo. Pleasure to be your streamer. Oh, you've also been in here a year. Damn. Almost 4 years, feeling old. I mean, you were one of my first viewers. I remember. You've been a very familiar name for a long time. The determination to get famous? Oh, God. Oh. Honestly, if I'm being honest, if you ask me, do I want to get famous? I'd say yeah. Hell yeah. There's a lot of opportunities that come with being famous. I could probably quit my job if I was famous. I could probably do more stuff that I actually like if I was famous. That is assuming money came with it. Don't be famous, man. I think being a famous VTuber is fine. 'Cause anonymity is still preserved. I can still go out in public and no one knows who I am. Yeah. Fame and infamy is very thin. Not really. I think you have to do some pretty heinous shit to get infamous, don't you think? Or have like a track record of doing nasty stuff, or being not a very nice person to get infamous. Anonymity. Hi, engineer. Not gonna lie, small community is enough, but 5 years of VTubing, that's impressive. Oh, it wasn't 5 years of VTubing though. Maybe if it was 5 years of VTubing, I'd be in a different place. But it's been about... Okay, it's my 5th year, but I spent 2 years as a webcam streamer and had my community built on that for a while. But I will say I prefer VTubing a lot more because there are people who just like to watch cute girls, which I think is nothing wrong with that, but when that's the only reason why they turn up. Then once I stopped being a cute, like, real-life girl, they were like, oh, no more cute little Asian chick to look at. Now it's an anime girl. It's a different crowd, I guess. But I much prefer being an anime girl. I still remember the issue that time. Yeah, because so when I started streaming, I was in university, my last year of university. And then when I came out to work and I was in a more professional setting, I had people from work find me, and I didn't really like that. I was a bit uncomfortable with them knowing that I was a streamer. So I decided to take a break and then come back as a VTuber instead. Although it was the same alias, I'm still Himetoki, but I really tried my best to nuke my face from the internet associated to that name. So I would say it's a fresh enough start. I wanted to change my username too, but I just couldn't find something that I resonated with, so here I am, taking the risk. Some of my community members probably still remember how I look like, but I'm just a bit more private now. I like cute, but I like fun people most. Yeah, you know what? I like fun people too. Fun and funny people are so fun to be around. But some days you just need someone who's calm, you know, someone who feels comfortable. There's all sorts of people for all sorts of viewers. Whatever you need on Twitch, like, you can find it. Every type of live streamer exists nowadays. It's such a privilege to exist in a time where it's like, wow, I have so many options for who to watch. Even more so, I'm incredibly grateful for everyone who's here to watch me, little old me. Like, that's such a great honor. I wish I could have found you long ago. Hey, you know what they say about investing? The best time to do it was yesterday. The second best time is today. So I'm grateful for the time we got to spend together. I can go knock on Hime's door at any time. True. I also found Hime by accident through referrals. People are recommending me? Damn. Although I think I missed a bit of chat. Let me scroll up a little bit. So, okay, back to the 5 years VTubing thing. So I came back and this is my 3rd year as a VTuber. There was a soft reset when I changed format completely because it's a different crowd. It's a different crowd. I think that most of the people who stayed are people that I've already formed a pretty deep relationship with. Like, I would consider them close friends, or they're my moderators. Those are the people who stick around. Anonymity. I've only been here for 1 year and 6 months. That's still 1.5 years. The engineer says, I'm infamous for my morning wake-up routine. What do you do in the morning? Aimee says, I think I stopped Twitch a while and I come back and you already became a VTuber. Oh yeah, it was actually a relatively quick transition too. Because Min and Kat at the time were looking to... By the way, fun fact, the founders of Vito were Min and Kat. They were the ones who put the group together. They were the ones who scouted me and scouted Ari. And then we all came together to do this together. They also made all the models. All of it was done in-house. It's a lot of work. And even for 2.0, Kochi's the rigger, Min is the artist. They work super hard for a lot of back-end things that I think we don't thank them enough for. So I'm very, very grateful for them, for helping me to kickstart my VTubing career and teaching me a lot of what there is becoming a VTuber, though a lot of it I also figured out on my own and through friends. But they were the ones who started me out on it, so I'll never forget that. I still remember the issue that time, right? I don't know how to talk to girls because I never talk to them except for my family. Oh, the typical one. I mean, you can just talk to them like they're people. No, we're all people. Back in hall, thank you for the pets. Internet alias is hard. Oh yeah, it gets stuck to you. You probably should go to sleep because you can barely talk. Huh? What do you mean? I'm still going. This is the most I've yapped for a while. Community. Harmony, Falcon Honk. Oh, they were really sweet. I feel like because Singapore is so small, you have the opportunity to really meet a lot of people quite easily. Like, I don't have to fly anywhere to see most of my friends who are local because we're just, at most 2 hours away. And that's a stretch. If you're meeting in town, maybe 1.5 hours from anywhere in this country. You found Hime Twitch recommended? We really? Nice! Thanks for sticking around and giving me a chance to be your streamer. Typical one says, I guess I finally found a stream that doesn't ban me for spelling mistakes. What kind of spelling mistakes have you been making that are so detrimental that people have to ban you? Amelia says, I remember telling Haru that now, watch me go be friends with Himetoki, and she stared at my jaws open. I would say that I'm not difficult to get to know, honestly. I will say that it's a lot easier for content creators to get to know one another than it is for us to get to know our viewers. I think that I try to set healthy boundaries between myself and my community. I don't want you guys to get too involved in my personal life or get to know me too well, because I think there's a healthy distance that needs to be kept. Like, I think I wear my heart on my sleeve enough, and I share what I am able to share on the internet, but I would never treat my community as my how to say, unless we really become friends in real life, which I some of my early viewers have become that for me. We've become really close friends. They were at my wedding. Some of them even emceed at my wedding. Chat members. I think it's a safety thing for both sides, because I've seen how things can really spiral if you don't set healthy boundaries. So it's important to me to retain that. I love interacting with you guys, don't get me wrong, but I feel more safe interacting with you all in a public space like chat live or in our Discord channel, where things are out in the public, where it's not too personal. Although there are times where you can also share what you want to share, but I would never treat you guys as like my personal therapist or anything like that. Yeah. Or go digging around for personal info. Like, that's not really... I think friends are friends. And definitely there are community members that have the potential to become friends eventually, but I think I'm more inclined to do that with fellow content creators because we're in the same boat most of the time. Either way, this whole talk about like friendship in the VTubing space has been a hot topic this month and the last month because of what stuff has gone down. At the end of the day, I think it's important to just treasure the times that we have with the people that we know when things are going well, and you never know when things won't be the same anymore, whether it's someone graduating or whether it's not very nice things coming to light. So yeah, gotta be sometimes it can be very seasonal. And I think I've come to accept that, not just in VTubing, but in real life too. I think as you move on from life stage to life stage, you'll have people who are closer to you at some point. Some people are friends for life, but that's pretty rare. Just treasure the people that are with you in the moment and enjoy the moment as much as you can. That's what I want to do, but I'm also thinking about the future, because otherwise I feel like I have no direction, and that's what I was crisised about. And I still am. We're just, taking a little detour in my thoughts right now. But, it's all existing at one time. My headspace. The neurons. Neurons firing all at once. It happens, right? Have you ever felt existential crisis? Felt good. It's like you don't know what to do, but you kind of know what you want to do, but you're also not sure how to get there. It's bleh. Blah. It's brain mush is what it is. Brain worms and brain mush. I think mine is more of mush than worms. More mush, less worms. Maybe 1 or 2 worms. More mush though. Bangers and mash, but the bangers are worms. That's my brain right now. Bangers and mash. Bangers and worms. I'm getting off topic. I need to pee. Have I been yapping for 2 hours? Almost. I'm gonna go pee first, guys. Worms mashed. Heading off now. Bye-bye. Good night, Blooming. Thank you for accompanying me. I appreciate you so much. Alright, I'm just gonna play like a comfy song for you guys to listen to while I'm away. Love Like You. Love this song.
If I could begin to be half of what you think of me, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love. When I see the way you act, wondering when I'm coming back, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love like you. I'm nothing like you. Look at you go, I just adore you. I wish that I knew what makes you think I'm so special. If I could begin to do something that does right by you, I would do about anything. I would even learn how to love. When I see the way you look, shaken by how long it took, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love like you.
I came back. Love like you. I love this song. That reminds me, I have a collab. I gotta... Not today, but I have to... As in like an offline collab that I have to record something for. Okay, well. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. Man, I was just thinking on the toilet, as one does. And I was thinking, damn. I think I feel overwhelmed because I just have so many hats on. You know, like here I just have my crown on my Vtuber. But outside of streaming, I've got so many hats on. At work, I'm an event planner, I'm a counselor, I'm a presenter, I'm a teammate. At home, I'm a daughter, I'm a wife. Maybe one day I'll be a mother. I'm mother to two cats already. And then on stream, I plan my content. I'm my own manager. I'm my own artist. There's just so much. Huh. Honestly, I'm surprised. I'm surprised I hadn't crashed out earlier. Oh man, a little bit overwhelmed thinking about it. How's Minky? She getting better? Thankfully, she is. She actually healed up perfectly. She's going to have her stitches. It's a dissolvable kind. So it will dissolve by about early June is what the doctor said. So by then it might be just a little bit itchy, but for now it seems like things are good. She's been healing up well. She's behaving her normal self. Pee, no more blood. Pooping a lot. Oh my god, so much shit in the litter box every day. But that's just part of it. One day great grandmother, who knows? On a side note, he may have... Yes, I love her. I love. Good to hear she's getting better. Thank you. I live very negatively at life recently. Oh, really? I'm sorry to hear that. Well, even though right now I'm overwhelmed, I know that I still want to find positive things to look forward to. And there's a lot to look forward to. It's just that the feeling of overwhelm is a bit... is ironically overwhelming. You know? But at the end of the day, I want to go through life enjoying what we do, enjoying the moment, enjoying the people, enjoying whatever is happening, you know? It's just a little hard when I don't... Personally, it's hard for me not to have a direction. I know not everybody is like that, where I need a plan. Or it doesn't even have to be a fully fleshed out plan, but it has to be some sort of direction. And when I'm directionless, I feel even more stressed. So me forging that direction for myself is like a stress reliever. One time I raised 5 generations of stray cats. That's a lot! Dang, you're like an experienced kitty rescuer. Hi, Cyberruna100. Thank you for the first time chat. How does it go? It goes stress. Stress. I started this stream as a way to just start talking and voicing out stuff that's in my head, or maybe not even that. Maybe just to distract myself from it. Because the more I sat in quiet, and I've been doing this almost all day today, the more I sat in quiet, trying to think of a direction on my own, the more I felt like I'm not gonna figure it out. So I felt like I just had to start talking to someone, anyone today, you know? And even if it's people on the internet, like you guys, it still helps. I rescued a kitten that was 2 legs broken? Oh no. That sounds like a lot of experience in cat care, typical. That's really lovely. You have a heart of gold. It's not easy raising pets too. Like, I'm just a mother of 2 cats, and I was like, whoa. What? That's... oh no. I don't even know whether the pain in my chest is from my health or my mental. Oh gosh. Are you seeing a doctor for both? Are you seeing a therapist? Have you been going to get your checkups and things? I'm sure they follow up with you, right? Hopefully insurance covers all of it too. Hi. I know I'll figure it out. I know I'll figure it out. I just need some time. And it would help if I had a professional opinion, but I don't know where to get that. So far, all of my professional, like, consultants, people that I've talked to, they've always said that, okay, be consistent, which I think I already am consistent. But also, try things, find your niche. And that has been hard, because part of me wants to find a niche, but also part of me doesn't really want to find a niche. I like doing all sorts of things at once, but I know it's not the most efficient way to build a community. So that balancing act is something I'm trying to see how to do. Whether it's mixing in some novelty streams or events or doing more collabs, I don't know. I'm actually not as inclined to do as many collabs anymore. There was a time where I was mostly doing collabs, and I realized that not only is it stressful, sometimes it's really fun, don't get me wrong, I love playing with my friends and chatting with them, but then I neglect my chat, and I have less, like, time to let myself shine. So it has to be a balance for that too. I think it's the balancing act, trying to balance everything, just like, you know, on one hand you're trying to do this and then do that, and all the levels are all over the place, and doing club is good though, you get to know more people. Definitely. I'm more than happy to get to know people, and I'm very happy with talking to other people too. I'm very extroverted, like 90% extrovert. I have no qualms and no issues energy-wise talking to people. But you never know what happens. I would rather appear on other people's collabs than be the host of a collab myself nowadays. Like, I love streaming with my friends, but not always on my channel. I think it's because last year I had a series that ran for almost a whole year called Himi's Design House, which is very fun, by the way, where every alternate week I would have friends come on and we will do art together and chat, and it was really great. But I think it was a little too much to coordinate, and then eventually I got really tired out, and at some point I felt like I couldn't really keep it up anymore because it was on Sundays, and Sundays are actually my family day. So it was very tiring for me to jump right into it. I should just change the day. Maybe I should continue. Hold on, let me show you. So if you go to latest, I also have the Himi's Design House channel here. So if you want to see all of the episodes we did a total of 16 episodes across the whole of last year with all sorts of people. I've archived all the VODs here if you wanna check it out. Some of them have two because the stream crashed halfway. I was so happy to collab with so many people. Let's just do a little recap actually. Okay. I think the very first one that I did was a pilot episode where I was designing the layouts and stuff for the stream, and subsequently episode 2 was Easter with Harmony, Spring with Minimal, Roulette with Ichigo-sama. The biggest collab we had was the industry to VTuber logos. This was trending at the time, where we were doing industry logos to VTuber logos, and I put together a group of about 6 guests. And they came in from hour to hour. So the first hour had 3 guests, and the second hour had 3 guests too. This was the biggest. This was after I reached out to maybe 40 people. And it was very last minute because it was happening in the same week. And that's why not a lot of people could appear. We had 2 episodes with Victor, the first one being the randomized one where we spun the wheel, and then episode 6 redesigning VTubers with UV Ray. That one was one of the most successful ones, but I think it's because we also engaged the community. So we got people to submit their designs and then we redesigned them. Afterwards, we did humanized pets with water. This was really fun. So I drew Stinky and Miki as humans, and he drew his cats as humans too. Horror with Valley Orion, Summer with Rayone, Pokemon with Catateer, Mooncake Festival with Haru Kotatsu, Emotes with Victor, this was the second one. Character design with Leia, princess movies with Koi Bitoki, gender family Shiki Ice Cream, and Halloween with Monotoma. And that was the very last episode that we had. But that was 16 episodes. Still very impressive in my opinion. Like for something that I was just trying out. I think this was my longest running series. And it was fun because it was like productive as well, you know? Like it was a good sort of excuse for me to get all of my artist friends together for us to hang out and be productive at the same time. Though sometimes for the people that I chat a lot with, and then we ended up just getting really distracted by everything. And then we wouldn't get as much work done, but it was still a good time. So much experience in communicating. I want to learn more from you. I'd be more than happy to share more. I just don't know what to share all the time. Watched your video 2 years back and now I remembered. Oh, really? You remember me from 2 years back? So honored. I already watched 96 hours of Hime this year. That's incredible. Seeing as most of my streams are only 2 hours long, that's a lot of streams that you caught. Oh yeah, so I was talking about how I discussed this with my husband, and he was saying like it would be fun if you know pursue different series, like play the whole Yakuza series or Skyrim or stuff that is a bit more longevity, so people can look forward to what you're streaming. And I said, yeah, I would like to try that, but at the end of the day, my streams are only 2 hours long. There's very little that I can cover, and if I start a game, I would want to end it, and I think the community would like to see me complete it too, you know? Especially with narrative games like Octopath or Yakuza. Like, these are things that I would want to play through too, you know? And I don't think I would be able to do it on stream, because even if I stream 4 times a week for 2 hours each, that's about 8 hours only. And I would take maybe the whole month just to clear an entire game. I don't know if I can really spare the time. which is sad, because I would like to spend more time playing games. But the really good classic games that are really long, I don't think I can finish on stream, unfortunately. It doesn't seem practical unless I quit my job, play games full time, maybe. I would love to do that, honestly. But taking the leap is hella scary. Hella scary. I'm too much of a wimp to quit my job for now. I think I would be able to do a lot more, but I'll do what I can while you're here. You were my favorite back then? Really? Aww. I'm so honored. I'm very happy that you have some memories of me. Even if I don't remember it all with you, I'm sorry. I'm not afraid of being forgotten, but I just want to make sure that anytime someone tunes in to watch me, they have a good time. That's all I want. In essence, that's what I want. I want them to have a good time. And how I think a good time can be fostered... Wait, hold on. Let me write this down. I think we're getting somewhere crisis-wise. I meant the razor's edge of crashing out today. I felt overwhelmed, stressed out. You know what? Understandably stressed out. I know I'm stressed out. Understandably stressed out. And directionless. But after a long chat and many detours with chat, I think I'm in a better position to try figuring this out. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. I started talking about what I want from my streams, right? We're getting there, I told you we would. Let me find my Vocaloid lo-fi. That's what gets me writing. I forget about my own trouble sometimes. Oh, that's really sweet. I don't personally find my voice very soothing. I know I tried a lot harder to be soothing when I started out. And I would talk really softly and really sweetly so that everyone would feel like it's ASMR all the time. But I realized that wasn't very natural of me. It's not very organic, because I am quite expressive with my voice. So I appreciate the compliment, I really do. Thanks for enjoying me. Okay. Numb the pain I was having for like 3 hours? Really? Are you guys just saying that? That genuinely makes me feel really happy. Thank you. Y'all so sweet. All the T's are so sweet. Theo, Troy, Typical, all very sweet. Okay. Let's see. Nose treatment? What happened? At the end of the day, I'm not too worried about being forgotten. I am worried, however, about forgetting. And this is something that I discovered while in art school as well, is that I have a huge fear of forgetting my lived experiences because I feel like they're what makes me me. So if I forget it, I forget who's my family, or I forget what I've been through, that's like a major thing for me. I'm not so worried about being forgotten. I am worried, however, this needs a bold, about forgetting, which is why I go to great lengths to document my personal life and streaming career. I want everyone who tunes into my streams to feel imbued with joy and happy while they watch me. I want to entertain, bring value, and is there anything else I want to imbue you guys with? Joy, happiness, a sense of safety, maybe? With joy and happiness are pretty much the same thing, right? Come on. Happiness and a sense of safety while they watch me. I want to entertain, bring value, and and explore novel ideas through my content. It could be streams, it could be videos. I think I don't mind either way. I'm more inclined to streams because then I don't have to edit. Editing is not something I enjoy. I feel most inclined, I should write that down, to streaming because that way I don't need to edit. I hope that's valid. Hi Gosap, welcome in. I think I'm experiencing a breakthrough in my existential crisis, which is why I started writing all of a sudden. I think I can do this, chat. You don't even have to respond to me. Just me streaming and knowing that you're here makes me feel accountable. I want everyone who tunes into my streams to feel imbued with joy, happiness, and a sense of safety while they watch me. I want to entertain, bring value, and explore novel ideas through my content. I feel most inclined to streaming because that way I don't need to edit! Okay. So... I'm on the razor's edge of crashing out today. I felt overwhelmed, but after a long chat and many detours with the hench bunnies, I think I'm in a better position to try figuring this out. 2 hours into the stream. 2 hours into the stream. You're good at doing these things. Aww. I'd say I'm still learning a lot. There's a lot more that I want to do. But thank you for your encouragement. I'm very grateful. At the end of the day, I'm not too worried about being forgotten. I am worried, however, about forgetting, which is why I go to great lengths to document my personal and streaming career. Here. I want everyone who tunes into my streams to feel imbued with joy, happiness, and a sense of safety while they watch me. I want to entertain, bring value, and explore novel ideas through my content. I feel most inclined to streaming because that way I don't need to edit. He may sing the light at the end of the tunnel. No way! If you're down, feel free to reach to us anytime you need. This is why I started streaming today. I felt like maybe if I talked to you guys, I would be in a better position to try and figure this out. And I really do now. I feel more equipped. I'm still sorting out my thoughts, moving the little cars out of the rush hour way, but we're getting there, we're getting there. Okay. So... this is the feeling I want to give. This is what I want to do. I feel most inclined to streaming as a medium, right? Because that way I don't need to edit. Am I just a lazy bum? I don't like editing. I don't like scripting. I don't like editing. So making long form videos is not very joyful a process for me. I don't know whether or not doing journaling helps. It helps me. Like, I'm not usually very public about my journaling when it comes to personal stuff, but I think because this one pertains to streaming and what I want to do with my content, that's why I feel safe enough to share it. But outside of streaming, when I'm experiencing personal troubles, friendship issues, you know, stuff, frictions with my husband, that's when I also journal. But I journal in a physical journal for those, and I don't really share it. I feel like I just make myself forget about it. Pushing it deep down doesn't mean it ceases to exist though. I feel like putting it out there somewhere helps it to leave the body in some way, but that's just how I do it. Whether it's through talking to someone or writing it down, getting it out of the system is what I would prefer. Because if I just push it down, it accumulates and it'll bubble back up. I know for myself that anything that I try to push down will come up eventually, so I don't try to push things down anymore. Unless it's in a professional setting and there is a time for feedback and it's not now, then I'll push it down temporarily, but when the time comes, it'll come up. What else do I want to do? I still feel a bit directionless though. I don't like the feeling of venting to people. Why? Like you would rather not voice out your thoughts? Or are you afraid of how they would see you? But that's the whole premise of like therapy, right? It's to talk about things so that a professional can help to guide you. In this case, I'm not having a therapy session right now, and I don't think my therapist would understand streaming or like content creation stress. So I don't think signing up for therapy for this is going to be particularly helpful. It might be. I haven't tried it. I haven't tried going for therapy for like streaming stuff. Maybe I should give it a try sometime. When was the last time you checked in with your streaming manager? It's been a while. I think at the start of this year. But the thing is, so my streaming manager is he's more of a contact person who is... His skill set lies in helping to connect me to brands and to games and to opportunities outside of my streaming. So he's more concerned about me increasing my numbers. But content idea-wise, most of the time he asks us to figure it out ourselves and see what we can do to increase our viewership. He helps more in the element of putting our name out there. So it's not so much the internal things. Does that make sense? Different managers, you know, do different things. But for my streaming manager, that's what he does for us. Connecting us to opportunities outside of our streaming. Maybe because I've been drowning in my worries, I forget stuff easily. Oh, if it helps you. Based on experience, I think you need a stream manager who can sit you down and go through stuff like this. You can keep that streaming manager to maintain brands and stuff, but you need someone to help you go through the analytics. I think it would definitely be helpful. But I also feel like I should be able to figure this out myself, you know? I do have friends who offer managerial services, but I'm also not so inclined to use it. I'm sure there are benefits, don't get me wrong. But eventually, with your content, I think figuring out what you want to do is the starting point. That's what they're gonna ask anyway, right? I can't just go up to a streaming manager and say, I don't know, you tell me what to do. Like, they're still gonna... It's good to have someone to bounce ideas, though. True. That's why I'm chatting with you guys. I think that it's valuable to talk to you guys about this because at the end of the day, you guys are the ones who are watching my streams. Although I don't have the ideas at the moment, but once I do, I'll definitely see if you guys... Like, what are the responses from you guys? Today we are all Hime streaming manager. In some ways. But I think more of... You are my emotional support today. You're my emotional support today. Hime knows that she can try to figure this out on her own. Oh no, acid reflux. Like temperature-wise? Make sure you... Are you having a fever? Do take care. Put on a little heat pack. Not heat pack. Cool pack. Heat pack's gonna make it even warmer. Wah! And portray my most authentic self in the moment. As the temperature rises, we're gonna have deep fried Theo soon. Are we? Well, does anyone have any ideas? If you think that there is something that's my strength, that you feel I could work on, that I could leverage on, let me know. I remember there's a Venn diagram somewhere, right? Of like... how to plan your content. Venn diagram. There's like a couple things that you have to consider. What you're good at, what people want. What your brand cares about, what your audience cares about. There's so many contents. One ASMR stream for 2 weeks? You guys want ASMR? I don't think I'd be a very good ASMR artist. I think it would be fun. I don't know how long I could do it for though. I think you can open new doors. Okay. I'll just write it as some suggestions. Some suggestions from chat that I could try are ASMR, like try for... Yeah, that's what I intend to do. Like if I want to try something new and novel, I'll mix it in with my usual content and see how it goes. See, how's the receipts? Yeah. ASMR. I don't watch a lot of ASMR myself, so I don't know how that'll go. You could try. Might have to come up with new alerts and stuff, because it has to be quieter than the usual stuff, right? I like these type of just chatting streams. Candid just chatting. A mommy voice, Hime? I don't think I could keep it up for a whole stream, though. Crazy. Is that what you want from me? Mama? Amelia? Heart to heart. Heart to heart. Yeah, I like heart to heart as well. Okay, let me... My best performing streams are often art related or are supported by some sort of special event. I'm bouncing ideas for you. True. I'm looking at you though. I think it's very valuable what you guys have to offer. Heart to heart, just chatting. I think heart to heart is nice. I could be an Aunt Agony. That was my favorite column when I was a teenager. I would love to watch the Aunt Agony columns. Heart to heart, just chatting. Anonymous. Aunt Agony or Agony Aunt. That could work. I think some of the streams I enjoyed the most were like dating advice stream. Those are really fun. Dating advice stream. What else? Charity streams. I've done a couple in the past. Charity streams are as they come though, opportunities. I am considering joining Vtuber SummerSlam coming June. But charity streams are not like the sustainable content. It's a special event content as they come. As and when I can join, I do join. But I have skipped a couple just due to other commitments. Can you hear my husband snoring? Heart to heart streams have been the only time that I vent. It's definitely the time to vent. Oh, my husband's sleeping so soundly right now. I might want to go and join him soon. You have a good mic filter. It's thanks to Tomo Arisa's guidance. Is there nothing else you guys would like to see? I think art is my most popular category. Art-related are supported by special events, unsurprisingly. What else? I love when Deep Space ones actually do fine too. Karaoke also does quite well, to be honest. Hang cams, more hang cams. Unboxing, variety, art, repo, art showcase. Yeah, most of my hear me out cake. Joining trends definitely helps, but you know, those are as they come too. More handcam. What would I do with handcam? Traditional art, maybe? I would like to do more traditional art. We had some pretty successful unboxing streams as well, but I haven't been buying as much. So like as a money. But then it would just be whatever I'm already doing. Cute chibi drawings. Those will be art related. I'm still gonna continue art related because those are my best performing streams so far. I'm looking for stuff that I could try. Maybe art for like special purposes? No, I haven't. I haven't planned an unboxing stream in a while. Probably after Dojima. I'm gonna have a dojo. Usually I have like a post-con haul stream where I feature all the art and stuff that I got from the con. So I might do it then. After Dojima. Stinky or Minky stream? I don't... cats are a bit hard to predict though. I did have a Dojima stream. It wasn't in my list here. I think last year I had one as well. Here, the Dojima Loot Handcam stream was at 48, which did pretty well. Just 2 hours as well. I guess I could try and pursue more handcam stuff. Reddit stories or reactions. I actually wanted to do that, but it's gonna take a lot of resources for me to look for good stories. And there are a lot of people who are doing that already too. Reading Reddit stories. Reactions are nice. Man, reactions are fun. They are fun. I miss Himi's reacts because those were the most kind of just go into it and then see what happens kind of streams. But it's because it's like go into it and see what happens that it's kind of it's a gamble, you know? And unless it's something very popular, like my most popular YouTube video is my Skibidi Toilet series reaction stream, which I got totally canned for because the community didn't like that I was reacting, I don't know, poorly to the series. Go to 13-year-old art. Oh! Redraw old artwork? I could do that, yeah. Redraw old artwork. I think that's a trope that I haven't done in a while also. I like that idea. Thank you, Amelia. Reactions. Yeah, that's very good for YouTube. Redrawing old art. I initially wanted to do some sort of a art-related show that's not Himi's design house. Maybe something a bit more consistent. Maybe I could re-look at that. An arts-related show that is more consistent, more people. Something like a Drawfee. 5-year-old art. That's really cute. Redraw all artwork, or I can do draw this in your style challenge. I haven't done a lot of DTYS in a bit too. Hi Jordan Lands, welcome in. Some more heart to heart. Just chatting, anonymous agony aunt, redraw all artwork, draw this in your style challenge, art related show that's more consistent, involves more people. Games wise, I'm not too sure. My husband laments that I'm not gonna play long games, but the time limitation is really a challenge. Art tutorial series? What kind of art tutorial though? Drop the games, you don't play them long enough. True. Unless it's short games. I've done indie art, indie games days, which are great for trying new games, but it's more for my enjoyment than it is for getting my name out there, if I'm being honest. Documentary stuff? You made podcasts? So Himi's design house was going to be something like a podcast because I was talking to my guests while I was arting with them. Thanks for stream. No problem, Ahukpin. Thanks for hanging out as well. I appreciate you so much. Normal controversies? You mean like current affairs? Current affairs is hard because I don't really have the time to research, unfortunately. A lot of the times current affairs podcast has a team behind it that does the research with them. Art tutorials like stream pencil sketches, pencil shading. Okay, art tutorials, how-tos. Honestly, I feel like I'm not the best for that. Oh my gosh, the typical. So you mean like true crime series? Not something that I'm very not. It's gonna be something that I really have to be passionate about, that I will research. But I don't know if my audience is going to be suitable for that sort of content too. Oh, I actually understood that, but thank you. Welcome, Virtual Shadows. I don't speak Spanish though, for the most part. I understood that, like hello, how are you? But other than that, didn't understand. I wouldn't be able to reply you in Spanish, sorry. Please read the rules again as well. Art tutorials, how-tos. I feel like art tutorials and how-tos I've done on YouTube as videos. Those did pretty well as well. I think tutorials and how-tos usually are quite good. Okay. Oh, it's good morning. Ah. My bad. You make covers? Covers like singing? I'm trying to look for stuff that I maybe don't have to... that I can do live, you know? But yeah, my covers... I am working on a couple of covers, but those are not stuff that I work on stream. So... I have some collaborations lined up. They just haven't been announced yet. But yeah, covers coming up soon, for sure. Okay. Drawing art for cover and stuff. Ah, those would just be regular art streams though, in my opinion. Because it's just co-work art. More gory and traumatizing cases. It would be a bit gap moe, yeah. Would be cool, but not my niche. Not something that I think I would excel in. Hi Sassy, welcome in. Community games. Community games. I had a lot of fun with word salad that time. Something community-based, yes, I think I can do, but now and then, community-based stuff. We'll have to figure out what though. I mean, games is one, but it can also be other stuff. Lots to think about. I got a suggestion? Yes, fire away! I'm gonna end soon though, guys. Pork Keeper, that's a game? Pork Keeper! I think someone suggested it before. It's a pretty good game. I think my husband played through the whole thing. Actually enjoyed it a lot. One of my best performing streams from last year is the stream where it was Chewy and I. I was muted the entire time, but my husband was playing until then. 68 average. So it was kind of like a 3DS sort of stream where I was arting at the bottom. I was drawing stuff that was based on the game, but my husband was the one playing through it. So it was really fun. That was really nice. I was also up for like 7 hours that day though. So it could be the uptime. I feel like because my uptime is usually so short, a lot of the streams that do well are the ones with longer uptime. Because longer uptime also means that people can have a bit more time to come in, raid in, etc. So usually those do well, like 3 hours, 4 hours, 7 to 7 hours kind of streams do a lot better. I think that's just the natural progression of when you stream longer, then it's more likely that you will get more raids. Especially if it's something that is attractive, you know, that people will want to raid into. But I thought the day that I rated you, which one? Hear Me Out Cake, Repo Art, Full Focus Art. We have a few that did pretty well. But so how I specified for streams that so-called did well is 40 CCV and above, because that's almost 1.5 times more than my usual. In August last year, Chained Together with Vito, Singing with Radish Bear, new model reveal. Actually, August was a really, really great month for me last year. August was a banger. Maybe it was because I was using the Singing with Radish. Singing with Radish was really fun. The Radish is honestly the only person that I've done a co-karaoke with before. Maybe we could try doing more co-karaoke, but this was the only time that co-karaoke did well. It will be fun. I've had co-karaoke with Asha and a few other people. Today is also, I don't know, I have to see the stream summary. Maybe it's the clickbait title, you know? Though it's not really clickbait if it's true. I am having a mild existential crisis right now. Try more co-singing, collaborative singing, collaborative music stream. Point in time doesn't equate to total average though. You could do underrated game lore. Okay, again, I'm not really a person who has time to research much. So stuff like true crime, things like game lore, those are things that's going to require a lot of research, which is not something that I'm able to afford at the moment with my current full-time job. Because the moment I come home, I crash, have dinner, and then I start stream. And I can't just slack off at work and do research. I can do very brief subjects. I think the last educational stream of sorts that I had was my Easter Bunny, like when this model was revealed, and I did a stream on eggs. That took me maybe 3-4 hours to put together, and it wasn't even like a very extensive stream, so that's how little time I have. I don't think I can do anything that is based on having to research quite a bit. Remiko, hello! Wow! What do you mean clickbait? I mean, y'all clicked in because you thought I am having an existential crisis. Thanks for showing up. Mwah! I give you kisses. As a person who works 9 to 5, I can relate to that exactly. So I don't think I'll be able to, like, if I wanted to do content that would require a lot of research, that's not something that's sustainable for me. Remako, so just for some context, I was feeling overwhelmed and I wasn't sure what direction I wanted to take with my content. So that's something that I've been lamenting about, and chat has really been helping me with their suggestions and stuff. Yeah. Because I was going through my best performing streams and I was like, oh, I don't really see a pattern apart from my art related streams doing a little better than every of the other ones. It's tough. Remiko also does a lot of variety. Have we gotten a shout out for Remiko? She has an amazing voice, plays lots of games, super fun. I don't know what's my selling point if I'm being honest. I feel you, yeah, content creation struggles. I definitely want to do more unique stuff. So all of these are fun, things that I can do more of. But not... Okay, they locked me out. Maybe it's time to stop. What the heck? I was blocking halfway! I hope that they saved it. Oh god, hold on, let me check. I don't know. Let me check. Hi, Kimmy. Hold on. Did I even save that one? Drafts? Oh. Oh no. Oh no. They saved from like just 2 suggestions ago. So let me try to recall art tutorials, how-tos, YouTube. What else? What else did you guys suggest? Maybe tough to find something that's uniquely yours. So true. Community-based events. What else? What else? Oh my gosh. Hold on, I'm scrolling up. So I think I'm missing some streams right now. Oh, sorry, not streams. I'm missing some messages right now. Co-singing. Yeah, co-singing. Twitch audiences are not available. Oh. Hey, whoa, Redis. Can we get a shout out for Radish Bear, please? Okay, I think that was a sign that we should stop, but I really do appreciate you guys being my sounding board today. I'm going to eat now. I'm not gonna sleep yet, but I'm gonna take some time on my own and see whether there's anything else I want to add. There's like a bunch of things that I want to try, but I also don't want to reveal it too quick. You know what I mean? You're ending stream already? Yeah, I am. But I also like... Today has been really nice. Thank you for accompanying me. Hope your stream's been going well. Stream went really well today. I appreciate it. Though I was really starting stream just to lament a little bit. But yeah, it made me feel a lot better. So thank you. I think I could do a song before we sleep. Is there anything that could make us feel better, chat? I feel like I've been a downer almost the entire stream, so I want to make it up to you by singing something so that we can end on a happy note. I don't know about it being happy, but what's a song that could put us in good spirits? Any suggestions? Build a little world with me? I do like. Looks like I finally found number one in what? Am I the number 1 loser? This could go either way. Dig it. Digging holes for memes for sure. Build a Little World with Me is really nice. Ice cream song. Oh my god. Ruby-chan. Hi. 何が好き? Chocolate. Ice cream song. Oh my gosh. The brain rot is crazy. Oh, meanwhile, maybe if Amelia, you have some time, could you help me to look up how to raid on YouTube? I've been trying to figure that out, but I haven't looked into it enough to know how to do it. How do I raid on YouTube? ちょっと待ってて。スキブリス。スキブリバッバッバッ。ひむちゃん、何が好き？ちゅいくん。お父さん。Live redirect? Yeah, how do we do that? I'm not too sure. Ah, my boob is hurting again, guys. Ah! What? It's like it has a mind of its own the past couple days. It just suddenly hurts. Oh my gosh. YouTube Studio? Oh, Theo's giving me instructions on YouTube. Carrot ice cream? Carrot ice cream is... Oh my god. Why is it hurt? Ah! Good to know it's truly just Philby. That's not gonna help me with my boob right now. It's particularly just the left boob that's hurting. Thank you for the water. Go to live tab? Okay. And what? Lonely Valentine? I don't think I know that song, unfortunately. I do like Build a Little World with Me. Hover over the video you want to redirect from. Okay. Alright, hold on. Okay, this setting doesn't have any of my filters, so if you hear some extra noise, I apologize. Can I request Voodoo Child? What's Voodoo Child? Voodoo Child. I don't think I've heard that one either. Yeah, I don't think I know it. Slight return. 8. Wanted to come in and send a hi. Thank you. Ado songs. Oh yeah. I can do an Ado song too. Customization? Okay, Theo, I'm taking notes as you share with me. Alright, but let me... Hold on, Build a Little World with Me. I do like this song a lot. Coffee. Oh, Lily Peach's song? I like that. Let me find the lyrics, hold on. It's not gonna be a full-on karaoke stream, just for a bit. Because I think I wanna end on a happy note with you guys. Sure, I think Last Cup of Coffee is a good song. I'll pick an Ado song and Build a Little World with Me. So 3 songs to end off, okay? Let's set to music real quick. There should be a redirection button. Oh, is there? Okay. Dreamy Night. Let's see. Can you hear the song? Let me know if it's not working. This is from Rakuen. Thank you for building Himi's World with me.
Once these walls were gray, but you made stars and skies and snowflakes. We found a rainbow everywhere. You made a place so we could hide away. And if you stay right by my side, we'll make it through the night, and you'll never have to feel alone again. So before it's time to leave, would you build a little world with me?
Thank you, Theo. I like this song a lot. It made me cry the first time I heard it.
Once this room was cold, but then I asked the sun to smile again. Our castle covered the expanse with all the patches, pillows we could hold. And if I stay right by your side, we'll make it through the night, and I'll never have to feel alone again. So before it's time to leave, would you build a little world with me? If you stay right by my side, we'll make it through the night, and we'll never have to feel alone again. So before it's time to leave, would you build a little world with me? Now it's time for me to leave. I'm going to build this little world with me.
Oh, the feels. I love this song. Thank you, Radis, for the recommendation. Okay, I'm gonna sing an auto song now. I think something that's quite... Can you hear my husband this time? With no filter? I don't know if you can. You're welcome. You're welcome, you're welcome. Next up, an auto song as requested by, was it Theo? 世界の続き. I love this song too. I thought I heard something. I faintly hear my mic. Yeah, he's the ASMR we all need. Just his little snoring in the back. Good night, Theo. Have a good one. And get well soon. Doうしてあの日遊んだ海の匂いはどうして過ぎる季節に消えたしまうのまた同じ歌を歌うたびあなたを誘うでしょう信じはい信じられる信じられるあの星明かりを海の広さを信じられる信じられるがい朝を待つ木根羽に吹く追い風のいざなう空 The moment Shinji came in, Shinji in the lyrics came up too. Coincidence? I think not. Is this your summoning song, Shinji? どうして変わることなく見えた笑顔はどうして寄せる波にがか
地の果てで手を振る君を信じてみる信じてみるんだこの歌は私の歌とやがて会う君の呼ぶ声と信じられるあの星明かりを海の広さを信じてみる信じられる夢の続きでまた会いましょう暁の輝く今日に信じられるあの星明かりを海の広さを信じられる信じられる夢の続きで共に生きよう暁の輝く今日に Also, I just realized I had some echo just now, so I just turned it off. Sorry about that. Not the reverb, like the backing track playing twice. Sorry for that. Hey, thank you so much, user 00 detected. I'm glad you liked it. Alright, our last song for the night is Last Cup of Coffee. Let's go! This will be our last song for the night, and then I'll be ending. So, thanks for tuning in and being my sounding board. I really appreciate it. Oops. Wait, this is the short version. What the? Is there the long version? Okay. Okay, there isn't. Okay, matete. Then I'll just play the song and sing along to it, okay? Someday we'll have our last conversation and drink our last cup of coffee. Someday we may be 80 and think about the different things we used to say. All the memories of you will just become a ghost of a smile caught in the wind. Someday it'll be the last day. One day it could be over. The moon could seem so far away, despite all the adventures that we promised we'd go on again and again. All the memories of you and all the stories we were part of, lost in the wind. Someday it'll be the last day.
Honestly, one of my favorite Lily Peaches songs. Thank you so much for sticking around for that, for our short music segment. I hope you guys had a good time with me despite despite the random conversations and the like little existential crisis that we had. I appreciate you so much, especially today. I'm so grateful, and I'll see you next time. Probably on Wednesday, not tomorrow. I almost forgot that I have something on. But yeah, do you need a raid recommendation? At the moment, I don't think I do. I have quite a few people that I have in mind to raid already. None of them are having an existential crisis at the same time as me, but we shall see. Bye, Hime. See you soon. Yeah, in fact, there's a lot of people that I want to go to. Ah! No worries. Thank you, Hime, for the stream. Thank you. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you so much. Is there anyone having a hard time today? Well, having a hard time today. Well, anyone playing Valorant? Huh? Coping. That's me. Anyone in mind? Oh? Quite a few people right now. We appreciate you. Aw. Oh, she's doing karaoke for a follower goal. Ooh. Interesting. Ah. Troy, who is it? I don't mind. I have too many people, I think. Tsukasa-san. Oh wait, I think I rated her before. I think you recommended her before. Let me see. Tsukasa-san. Oh, it's a milestone karaoke. Oh, she's so cute. Alright, sure. Why not? You know what? Yeah, maybe I haven't rated her. Okay, meanwhile, let me just shout out some of the people that are streaming. Oh, Nani? Adria? Oh crap. Adria? Yeah, Adria Hermione. Ah, I spelled Hermione wrong. We also have 1, 2, 3, 4. Cup. Ah! Oh no! I think I'm one short. There's an extra 0 in there. There's also Kanchiang-san, as well as Sal, who dropped by just now. What else is that? Oh, Kazu's live too. Kazu. Yeah, go check out all these people. They're cool people. Seon as well. Seon-san. And this demo. Oh, Kazu is here. I just shouted you out. Hey, thanks for coming by. Oh, of course, Monotoma. Oh my gosh, sorry. I'm just giving out shoutouts before we go. Ah! Oh my god, my typos. Okay, bye. GG. Oh, my typos are terrible. Okay, YouTube, hold on. Choose the channel from there. Redirect with a button. Hover over the video you want to redirect from. Hover. How? Okay, hold on, Theo. I'm trying to figure out how to raid with... Hover over the video. Go to YouTube Studio, click Content, go Live tab. Okay. Let's try to see how we can do this. YouTube Studio. Click content. Live? Options? No? I'm trying to figure it out, Theo. Live tab, hover over the video, click customization. Is it the details? Customization. Redirect. Redirect. Oh, it doesn't exist on mine, which is weird. I think maybe it's not unlocked to me because I'm not monetized yet. Maybe. Aww. Redirect live. Oh, I don't have it. Oh well, I guess it really isn't available because of no monetization. So I guess we'll end here. But I'll send you guys a Twitch link so you can check her out. Thank you for today. Bye bye.